Welcome to Dairy X Live. We are starting this for the early crew. If you're not the early crew and are catching this in the replay, skip to exactly 5 minutes, and that's when we're going to get started on tonight's topic, which is who has the best chicken sandwich? Why am I doing the reviews that I'm doing? But if you're in the live chat, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. That's going to help out the video get out to more people as things happen here. So yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Want to get fired up for this one. I got a lot of awesome things to say about chicken sandwiches, chicken burgers, however you want to say it. And again, if you have found this video in the replay, skip ahead to 5 minutes and we will start right in with that. For now, we're going to go into the chat and see who's here. As of right now, nobody. That's okay. They'll be here soon. Another thing, as you're coming in, make sure you vote on a poll. I left a poll in the live chat. Leave a vote on that as well. Also have a special opportunity for you I'm going to tell you about once we get rolling here. If you're in the live chat, you can probably see the pinned comment. We'll talk a little more about that. Who has good chicken sandwiches, guys? I want you to think about that one for a minute and help me out. Help me design the future content for the channel here. That is what we're doing. How about that Dave review, huh? Dave's Exotic Burgers. That was a fun one. That was a very fun one. I see that the live chat numbers are going up. We're going to get started at exactly 7:30 on the topic. So you're part of the early crew. You get to hang out. And, if you're here in the live chat, make sure you say hello. And, of course, the thumbs up is going to help out with everything here. Help that get out to more people on YouTube. How's everybody doing? I actually think that we have an employee of Dave's in the chat right now, which will be interesting. I'll pull up that comment about the chicken sandwiches once we get rolling into the chicken sandwich review topic for the night. Again, leave it in the comments. Let's get this fired up, guys. Let's get this fired up. So yeah, we have Jessica from Dave's, did a wonderful review at Dave's. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that I was able to stop in and talk to Dave. It's been quite a few years since a Fuller Road where I haven't actually gotten to talk to him. And just, he was excited to be on camera too, I noticed. So it was just a lot of fun. Had a little bit of fun with the customer that was there. I know that, that guy didn't know what he was getting into, but few people do when they go to Dave's. I kind of knew exactly what I was getting into. So, thanks a lot for your comment, Jessica, and I hope you've passed along all this stuff to Dave, and I'll be in to see him again soon. We're going to get started here in just a minute. I see we have quite a few people in the chat, so make sure as you're coming in, leave a like, vote on the poll. Who makes the best, or actually, what's the poll? Is Popeye's the best chicken sandwich? This is kind of what I want to know tonight. So we got one more minute till we go live here. Early crew is turning up. Oh, wow, Dave's watching. Pressure's on. Wow. Hi, Dave. I'm just going to get set up with one more thing here, and then we will hit the ground running. I got the chicken sandwiches, and then for anybody else who wants to hang out, we have our usual segments where we open some toys, and then I have a couple other new things, and then we'll talk about the next week's content. It's going to be a really fun show tonight. It's going to be a great show tonight. Got to get myself psyched up for this, 7:30 exactly. Water bottle's leaking. I decided to wear a black shirt tonight. Like everything around me isn't black, so there's like no contrast. I got to think about that a little more next time. Let's get rid of some of these banners. And we will get rolling. Good evening, everybody. Tonight we are going to talk about chicken sandwiches. More specifically, who makes the best chicken sandwich? And I'm talking about fast food, local, anything we can talk about here. If you notice, you've kind of been a fan of the channel for a while. If not, if you're new, thanks a lot for joining and welcome. Fans of the channel know that last year at the beginning, a little bit before the pandemic started, I rolled back into reviews in a video format, which are called Dairy X Dines. I noticed that locally those are getting a lot of traction, and I'm going to continue to do those. What I want to do, my mission, I decided to pick chicken sandwiches because it's been a hot topic for 3 years, and I want to grow this channel. I've been doing a lot of research into things that I could do to actually grow the channel, and one of the things is to kind of be a little bit more broad as far as scope. So if you've been around for the last couple of weeks, you've noticed that once a week I've had a chicken sandwich review. Actually, it goes back a little bit farther than that. A couple months ago, I posted the Stewart's chicken sandwich that they recently launched, the review of that. And it was one of those things I was just doing it as a local review, very quick one to put together. And that actually got quite a bit of traction. A lot of people searching for Stewart's. People want to know, is that sandwich worth it? It's like a $3.99 sandwich. Maybe it's $4.99. I'm not exactly sure. But people really are looking for that sandwich. What I noticed when I was actually at Stewart's looking for a soda is that they actually had a second sandwich. And it occurred to me that one of the things early on when I was doing the channel here, and believe it or not, tomorrow marks the 3-year day of publishing the first video as part of what I'm doing here, consistently posting. So we also are celebrating a little bit of an anniversary as well. There's a second chicken sandwich at Stewart's. So I figured, back then the Popeyes chicken sandwich had just come out. And to this day, I still have not actually tried the Popeyes chicken sandwich. So that's kind of the purpose of this thing. So the purpose is to create some bingeable content. You're going to notice that the reviews kind of are going to take a similar format. The idea is to get as many new people into the channel as possible, get them into content that they really like. I have a subscription to a music service that's going to make the music really good. And if you saw the video of Dave's I did last week, I started using some of that licensed music, which I'm really excited about because the YouTube creator library, they give you some really good music, but some of the music really stinks in there. So it's kind of hard to find music, but all the music in this Epidemic Sound is awesome. I'm not sponsored, but maybe one day we might be sponsored by them. So that's kind of a really cool thing. So what the videos are going to be, so they're going to start out with me walking into the place, getting a chicken sandwich, and most of them are going to be car reviews. So me kind of sitting in the car. That was popular because last month we did the Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin, and there was a little bit of an episode with a chain smoker. So if you haven't seen that video, that's a really fun one as well. Let me just quickly scan over what we got here. And yeah, so let's talk a little bit about how you can be an executive producer for a review. So in the live chat, there's a super chat. In the replay, there's going to be, I think it's called a super thanks, or in the description of the video, I have a link for Buy Me a Coffee. If you donate to the channel using any of those 3 methods, what I'll do is I will add you to the description of the video, whatever chicken sandwich you want me to check out. I'll add you to the description, any social media, anything you want me to plug, and you will be an executive producer of an episode. And that's kind of a cool way to get people involved in making the content, and if you're also a local food reviewer or anything like that, and you want to get together, even if you're not a food reviewer and you want to go that route, we can meet up and we can do a chicken sandwich review together. So that's kind of another cool way to make this a little bit about the community. And this whole live thing, that's exactly what this is. This is me and you chilling, and we're just having a good time. So kick back and relax. So far, as far as this chicken sandwich review series that I have, the goal is to have a playlist that's bingeable so that anybody new coming in will get to see a video and they'll click on the next video. And I'm being very intentional about which video I put people into next, so that people just keep watching these things and it goes on a loop like that. So we have gone so far the Stewart's for the non-spicy, Stewart's for the spicy. We just published Taco Bell, which was actually a pretty crazy one, and I'm going to get back to that one in a minute. I have some new details to actually talk about in that as well. On deck, so for next week, we have the Wendy's Big Bacon Chicken Sandwich. And then after that, we have the Burger King Chicken Sandwich, which I just recorded this week. And it's coming together as a pretty amazing video. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So I want to talk a little more about the Taco Bell Crispy Chicken Sandwich, being conscious of the chat here. And I will, what I'll do in a little segment in between what I'm doing. I'll put up some of the comments in the live chat. It looks like Jessica's blowing it up. So thanks a lot, Jessica. I'll put up some of those comments in just a minute. But let's talk about this Taco Bell Crispy Chicken Sandwich Taco review. When I went, it might have been the day they rolled out the menu. And if you watch the review and you watch it carefully, the shell that they gave me actually is not the shell that is in the commercial. And the only reason why I know about that, this week I went back and I got it again, because for $2.50, what can go wrong, right? I just love Taco Bell as well. What's in the video review from a couple of days ago, and I'm actually going to leave that at the end of the stream. I'll actually leave a link in the live chat that'll take you right to that video. Is actually a gordita shell. And I think that's pretty interesting, because I did comment that it was basically like a pita bread, and it should have occurred to me. I didn't do a lot of research on what it was before the review. So I should have done a little bit more research on that. But yeah, they gave me the wrong thing in the review, and I didn't notice it until it was edited and posted. So just I noticed my dad's in the chat. Hey, Dad, how you doing? Yeah, that was that chicken sandwich review, and I'm not going to re-review it. It's kind of at this point, it is what it is. But Taco Bell better get their act together if they're going to be trying to sell a chicken sandwich taco or whatever they want to call it. And that was another thing, is like, don't call it a chicken sandwich. I mean, it's all to be provocative and to get people to react to, oh, it's not a sandwich. Is a hot dog a sandwich? That whole thing. And that's just not what's going on here. It's a taco. Okay. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a bun that they put it on that folds together. The spicy version is very good. I didn't do that for the review, but the spicy version is good. Maybe we'll go back for that one. I don't know. We shall see. But another thing I want to talk about, so a little inside look into the making of the Wendy's video. So you're going to see that one on Monday night, and Monday afternoon, Monday night, after I get out of work, we will post it. So there's a little staging involved in terms of the video. It actually makes me laugh, because I decided every video was going to start the same exact way, with me walking into the restaurant to order the sandwich. In this case here, I ended up having to get it through drive-through, and here's exactly what happened. It's kind of a funny story. So I walked up to the front door of the Wendy's on Colony on Central Avenue. I'm pulling on the door, and the door's not opening. Now, sometimes doors need a little extra. So I was that person who went back and grabbed the handle and opened it again. I'm sure the people inside were like, dude, it's locked. Like, what are you doing? But the drive-through line was wrapped around the building. So I figured I'd wait in the drive-through line. It ended up pulling down my average fuel consumption thing, which I'm kind of really protective of, but whatever. So I ordered this chicken sandwich. It's called the Big Bacon Cheddar's Chicken Sandwich. They have it regular. They have it spicy. It's kind of confusing, actually. And the price that was listed for sandwich only was $7.49. Now, that's expensive for a fast food chicken sandwich. There's bacon on it. There's cheese. There's like a bacon jam. There's like a cheddar roll. I mean, it's definitely over the top, so I didn't mind spending the money. However, when he rang it up, and by this point it's too late, it rang up as 8.49. And I tell the guy, like, my total is like $9 and something for a chicken sandwich. Like, like on the board it says 7.49. He's like, well, all I have are the buttons that are here. There's really not much I could do. I can give you a receipt. So he gave me the receipt, and I did the survey, which was actually even more funny because I did get a response for the survey because I told them my experience. And I'm not shy giving feedback at a restaurant or at a place like that. And whenever I can, I do those surveys that are on the receipt. But in this case here, it was your prices are your posted prices are wrong, and your employees don't have the ability to help the customer. So like that's feedback that you need. So I did the survey. I got a response from a guy named Dave saying, "Thank you so much for the feedback. I will give you a free sandwich." And that is literally the text. There's no link to redeem or anything like that. And it's from Dave. So I was joking around with Cassie, like, do you think it's like Dave Thomas, like the owner of Wendy's? Could it possibly be Dave? And I guess that's a little far fetched. But what am I supposed to do? If the door's always locked, I'm supposed to wait in the drive-through and get up to the counter where the guy already couldn't adjust the price and tell him, "Oh, Dave told me I get a free sandwich. Here's the email," which looks like spam. Come on, I mean, that's a little ridiculous. So that's the story about getting the Wendy's chicken sandwich. And then I want to talk about a little bit where the series is going. And for that, we're actually going to use some comments that are in the chat here. And the big one is that Jessica, who's an employee who works with Dave, it says that Dave makes the best chicken sandwiches. So I guess we're going back to Dave's for a chicken sandwich. So that's happening soon. And then she described it a little bit later here, saying Dave's has a Monterey Jack chicken sandwich, which is amazing. He can also make any of his burgers with chicken. I mean, Dave can make anything with anything. I know it's going to be good, and I can't wait to get down there. But in addition to Dave's, I got some other places I want to check out, and this is like kind of my running list, and we need to add to it because this is going to be a series I think is going to go for quite a while. So we got Popeyes on there. I don't know how long I'm going to hold out to do Popeyes because that's going to be a big one, I think. There's KFC. There's the Nest. So the Nest is in Schenectady on Union Street. We're going to check out the chicken sandwich at the Nest. I actually, when I reviewed the Cuckoo's Nest, which is also on my list, I had a chicken sandwich there in that review. I'm debating on whether I should pull it into this playlist or not. The video format is a little bit different, so I kind of don't want to mess up what I'm doing with this playlist because I think I'm on something special here, and I think I'll explain a little bit of that in a minute. So the Nest and Cuckoo's Nest, they're both owned by the same people. Have a weird story about trying to eat at the Nest, but that's a story for another day. Hattie's in Saratoga, so they have a legendary fried chicken, and apparently they have a chicken sandwich as well. Somebody I follow on Instagram who is like a big blogger in the Saratoga area does this series with her husband where they run in and get a takeout chicken sandwich, and he does the tasting. So I might have to hit them up for a little bit of recon on this chicken sandwich thing. So there's Hattie's. There's a Novo Kitchen, which has a really unique chicken sandwich. It's called like it's like a cold fried chicken sandwich. So I want to get there for that one as well. So this isn't just going to be fast food chicken sandwiches. I think the appeal for me of the fast food chicken sandwich is that it's something that's searchable, and that if somebody watches the review, it's something they can get and kind of either argue with me about my opinion or say, hey, I saw your video and I tried it. Really, I really agreed with you or whatever it is. I think there's a little more potential there for community growth. City Beer Hall was one that was suggested on Twitter, and I know they were closed, in 2020 and a little bit of 2021. So they're reopened, so we got to get down there. There's a place called Yaya's House, which is in Schenectady. I think it's right under Proctor's or something like that. So there's that place. I got a couple others to name off here, but I need a quick sip of water. Let's see the chat. Anybody? Jessica, if you're in the 518 Foodies Facebook group, you should ask where people feel is best. I'm going to talk to you about that group in just a minute. There's Chicken Joe's, which is another thing. Allie B's Cozy Kitchen, which is another place that was suggested. Lost and Found, suggested by somebody who I really respect in the food community around here. Manhattan Exchange. If you watch the Dave video at the end, I link you to the Manhattan Exchange spicy burger, and that place is awesome. So we're going to try that as well. There's Backstage Pub, which I actually don't know much about, so I can't wait to check that out. And then I put McDonald's at the end. Apparently, there's a McDonald's chicken sandwich that is not great. So we're gonna see what that one is. So I am gonna address this one real quick. So I ended up leaving a whole bunch of food groups on Facebook, and I'm not going to get too far into it, but a lot of what I was posting in there, even though it wasn't soliciting traffic for YouTube or anything like that, weren't getting through the moderators. So I decided that wasn't worth my time. I'm a very collaborative person, and if somebody asks me something, I'm always going to be respectful. But that's not the type of group that I want to be in. But we got from my cousin, fast food chicken, Popeyes is unmatched, separate scale. So the one thing and we talked about this last week, I don't really do a scaling. The whole purpose for me of a review is to give you enough information about whether or not it's something you're going to like or not, because I also don't think that everybody's going to have the same taste as me. So that the purpose isn't to say like, McDonald's is better than Stewart's or anything like that. That's not what I want to get to. But I do at some point maybe want to address the fact that I'm severely lacking on the Popeyes attention. So that's definitely a thing that I want to get to the bottom of, because I when you start a YouTube channel, a lot of people just decide, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. And that was kind of what I did for quite a while. And at the time in 2019, when the Popeyes chicken sandwich came out, there's a video on my channel. It's like 17 minutes long, where it's like a vlog, but in the middle we make the Popeyes chicken sandwich. And, I go through, how I use this Kentucky breader, which is like a flour with a mock of the Kentucky Fried Chicken seasonings in there and a little MSG, and made this really amazing sandwich. And if you saw the thumbnail for this video, the sandwich that's actually there is the sandwich that I made. And we put it with a little bit of like a pepper mayonnaise, and then some bread and butter pickles on a brioche roll. So that was my crack at doing the Popeyes chicken sandwich. But I was like, I don't need to eat the Popeyes chicken sandwich, like whatever, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, my channel was getting like no views. It's not like I'm getting a ton of views now anyway, but at least now I'm a little more focused in the approach. I also wasn't at the time interested in doing food reviews, and kind of leaned back into it because I had a lot of fun last year doing some food reviews early on in the year before the pandemic. So I figured that was a way to go. So it's only natural that 3 years late, we're going to try the Popeyes chicken sandwich, but hey, better late than never. And, I won't get that big surge of views, but maybe we'll have a good enough angle on the video where we'll get a lot of people in it. Maybe you guys will share it, lots of stuff like that. And now I will go into the chat. We have a bunch of people coming in. Like I said, we got Jessica in the house. We got Jessica saying Dave's in the house. We got my dad saying, hey. Again, cousin. And then somebody just joined, Jonathan Dodway, local fan here. Oh, thanks a lot, Jonathan. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I got back into the local reviews and figured that was just a good avenue to express some creativity. Now that I know how to edit, now that I know how to film, I got some good camera gear. we can make some good local reviews. So that's what we're going to do. I do have a little backlog of vacation reviews, which I think everybody's going to love as well. And we'll get into that content a little later in the show here. And you know what? So we got another comment here. Better off doing it now. The Popeyes. I agree. And part of the reason why we didn't go to Popeyes, so I tried to go to Popeyes back in April to get a sandwich, and the line was literally around the building. Like it was stopping traffic. And up here, it's not a common thing, especially in the location where it was. So I can't wait to do it. But with the format of me walking in to get it, I think that the walk-in line will probably be less. So I'm looking forward to doing Popeyes. That's definitely a thing. And again, anybody who's coming in here late, and there's a pinned comment kind of explaining this. You can by using the super chat or the super thanks for the replay, or the buy me a coffee link in the description. You can be an executive producer on a chicken sandwich review. Just put your information in there, where I should go, and that'll be awesome. I'll put that in the body of the review. This is the same Popeyes that I would go to. That's connected to Albany Street. And yeah, like the lines, around the building. So I might have to end up going to Troy for that one, but we'll see. We shall see. Let's see here. Let me go to my notes. Grab a quick sip of water. And again, if you are coming in here, leave a like on the video down below. It really helps out. Again, the whole purpose here of even the chicken sandwich reviews is to get this channel out there. So that's what we're doing. So let's see here. What else should we say about chicken sandwiches? So we told the story about Wendy's. The chicken, so I mentioned the ones that are in the can right now are Wendy's, and then Burger King. The Burger King one, which I just recorded this week, was interesting because number one, I got a crown and I incorporated that into the video. It's a lot of fun. And number two, it was the first one where I tasted two sandwiches in the same video. And then I actually have a comment from Jessica, what I considered putting a few chicken sandwich spots in one video. So yeah, so Jessica, the thing I'm trying to do, one of the big things on YouTube is audience retention. So the more you can get somebody to watch a video, the more YouTube promotes the video. So what I'm starting with is shorter videos in this series, and they're getting progressively longer. There's going to be short ones in between as well, and I'm being intentional about directing traffic to different ones. So I mean, yeah, like the Burger King one has two sandwiches in one video, and maybe we'll do like a top 3 kind of thing. And maybe do some kind of collaboration where I invite some people and we go to 3 different stops or something like that. That's actually a really good idea. So yeah, I would definitely consider that. And we got a little, do I prefer spicy sauce or spicy breading for chicken sandwiches? So that's a good question. Honestly, Jonathan, I don't have a preference either way. Like for me, it's more about how does everything work together? If something has a nice spicy sauce and, a chicken that complements it well, that to me is a perfect match. If it has like a nice spicy breading or like a neutral breading with like a spicy sauce on it, that could work as well. So I don't really have chicken sandwiches is not something that I have a whole lot of history with as far as like the trendy Southern style chicken sandwich. So I just like good food. I know that's as vague as you could be. And that's kind of the whole thing for the channel here. If you like food, subscribe. That's kind of my little mantra as far as everything here. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. So it's not. I'm not dodging your question because I think either can be very good. But I do love spicy. That's a definite. Jess, how you doing? Best one I ever had was Lynn, Massachusetts, a place called Chrissy's. You got to find one in New York. All right, cool. I'm gonna add that to the. I'm gonna go back through this stream. I'm gonna add that. I mean, Massachusetts is right here. I don't know exactly where Lynn, Massachusetts is, but I'm sure we'll pass through it one day. So we'll get there for sure. Thanks a lot for the comment. And with that, that ends the topic on chicken sandwiches tonight. And I invite you to still hang out on the stream here. We have a lot more planned. I actually have a couple more segments. So the next segment is one of my favorite things to do. Actually, it's one of my least favorite things to do is open up action figures. I have an entire shelf of action figures, Masters of the Universe and Masters of the WWE Universe, that I really have to open. That, at this point, it's just cardboard sitting there. Don't get to play with my toys. So tonight we're going to open 2 more. And I decided I have 3 waves of Masters of the WWE Universe. So we're going to open 2 figures from wave 4. And the 2 figures that we have tonight are Seth Rollins and Jake the Snake Roberts. So let's see what these guys are like. I've been really excited about Seth Rollins. This is a fun one because it's not just the figure. The figure is interesting as it is, but there's also this packaging is the only one that's different. Let me tell you the story about this while I open it. So I had this figure pre-ordered from Walmart, and I went live the day that they screwed me over on this one. Walmart canceled the pre-order after months of having it in, pre-ordered. So for me, what's the purpose of a pre-order what is the purpose of a pre-order if you're gonna cancel it on me? So being that this was the one figure that I really wanted, and I'll tell you the reason why in just a sec, but I really wanted this figure. I had to go to eBay and get it, and I spent, I think, $30 plus shipping. It ended up being like $40. So it is what it is. But so the reason why I really wanted him is because he has the gold Zodak armor. So it's kind of like a little Wonder Bread He-Man kind of vibe going on there. So we will take him out. He has your basic human body, and he has a little bit of deco that's consistent with his ring gear on his legs. Totally shifted my chair here. How are we looking? Good, good. All right. So that's Seth Rollins, and he's got, his main feature is the Zodak armor, which is what it is. Probably should have did this in a little bit of different order tonight, but is what it is. We're having a good time here, guys. We're getting fired up for these action figures. So he has his little fire sword for Seth Rollins. And there he is. He has his little mini comic that comes with him as well. Kind of fun. And then Jake the Snake. So there's no funny story about Jake Roberts. This one, I think I got the rest of the wave through eBay as well. I stopped being able to find these figures in Walmart, so that was depressing because these are Walmart exclusive in the US. So he comes with his mini comic, and the cool thing about him is that he has kind of like a battle armor. It's not the actual battle armor, but it's meant to be similar to that. And he comes with a snake. So this is really cool. I've kind of resolved to try to get all of the Masters of the WWE as well as the Masters of the Universe Origins figures, and it's becoming kind of a little bit of a hunt. So I actually have Castle Grayskull on the way, which is awesome. So he's got his little snake. Do a little bit of the snaky action. There you go. So Jake the Snake, Seth Rollins, and that is our September 16th action figures of the week. What's next here? What is next? And yeah, I see some more chat. Popeyes. Some people don't like Popeyes, and I get it. I honestly have never eaten at Popeyes in general, so I have no opinion. It's fast food, so it can't. I mean, it's engineered to be good, so I can't really go there. People agreeing, that's awesome. I love when seeing people in the chat talking to each other. That's amazing. That's great. And yes, Jess, you have to try Dave's. If you haven't seen the review yet, I tried to respond to all the comments, but I don't remember all of them there. The review is up on the channel as well. Check that out. It's awesome. For the next week's content, so we have Monday coming, like I told you, the Wendy's Big Bacon Chicken Sandwich. And there's a little bit of character to that video as well. You don't want to miss that. Then we have, what's next after that? Next week's live, we're going to talk about hot dogs. And this is, Dave's in the chat, I guess. Condiments on hot dogs. Since when was ketchup a crime? It's a new thing. People are saying that you can't put ketchup on your hot dogs. This is one that my brother inspired. We're going to try to get him in the live to talk about it as well, because I'm sure he's got some strong opinions about people judging how he orders. So we're going to have him talk about that. Hopefully, I haven't confirmed that with him, but we will see if he will join that as well. And then Friday night, we have a restaurant, a coffee shop from the Outer Banks. Really amazing place, kind of cute place. So I did a little quick review. Got a couple of really, really fun items to try. It was right near our beach house. Really cool review, so you're not going to want to miss that one. I am in the middle of the grind here, guys. We are working on all different videos. I have 3 more videos for Philadelphia to work on, and then after the OBX video for next week, I have 1 more video from Outer Banks as well. So that one is coming. Again, if you want to become an executive producer on a chicken sandwich review, if you use the super chat down below, or you use the buy me a coffee link in the description, or if you're catching this in the replay, you can use the super thanks. I think it's a heart with a $sign in it. And just put your info in there and tell me where you want me to go. And I will add you as an executive producer and plug your social media, your business, whatever it is, in the description of the video that you help to produce. Let's see here. Let me see the results of the poll. 62% of people say no to the what is Popeyes, and I am going to close the poll at this point of time and say that officially, per the viewers of the stream on 9/16, Popeyes is not the best chicken sandwich. So you know what? We're on a mission. We're going to find the best one. That is going to happen. And what I want to do next is I'm going to leave a link in the live chat. And if you are in the you're watching this on the replay, I'm going to put it up as a end screen, and I'll put it in the comments. Check out this video, which is the Taco Bell chicken sandwich review that came out earlier this week. That is the next video to watch. I am going to end the stream there. Thanks a lot for joining tonight. And everybody who joined, I really appreciate it. Dave, Jessica, Dad, Jess, Jonathan, everybody, thanks so much for coming and hanging out. And we will see you next week. Hot dogs. Condiments on hot dogs.